The purpose of this video is to familiarize you with what everything is in the course in Canvas. So here I am on the course homepage, and you can see here that we have a menu, and so this will be the thing that you can always return to go back to wherever you need to go. Also, the way Canvas does things, they have the to-do things that are due here in your list, and also the things that are coming up. So you can see there's lots to do, and in this course there's something every day. And if you have a chunk of time and you can work and get ahead, and then you have a day or two you can't work, then that's the way to do it, because you've got something to do about every day. But like I said, you can get ahead and do 2 or 3 things in a day if you know you're not going to be able to work on it a little bit. So use that as a guide, because it's important. You will not get everything done if you don't have something due every day. All right, so let me just show you a few things. You obviously found the orientation because you're watching this video. And in the orientation, these aren't linked yet because I'm making the video, but there's 3 videos to watch. Hopefully you watch the problem-based calculus too. And this is the Canvas orientation, and then there will be a video to show you how to work through each problem module, each of the things that are required for that. So when you get all of these videos watched, then you'll click next, and there will be an orientation quiz. Just a few questions, but you got to get 100%, and it's things that were in these orientation videos. So if you've watched the videos and listened to them, paid attention, you should be able to do fine on the quiz. And you can take the quiz again if you don't get 100%. Once you're done with the quiz, then the next part of the orientation is Introduction to MyOpenMath. And when you first get into these, a lot of times it'll say Accessibility Help, and you have to just click the continue so that it will load. And this is to just show you how to enter answers in MyOpenMath. So it walks you through how to round, how to enter. If something doesn't exist, you put DNE and so forth, and it walks you through those things. If you click on the answer box, you get this arrow, which if you open it, it will give you a tool palette. You can use keyboard shortcuts, or you can use this kind of thing for entering math. So these 7 questions just introduce you to how to enter and use some of those things. So that's part of the orientation. When you get that done, then part 3 of the orientation is about communication. It asks you to send and do 2 things here, so I'll let you do that. And then part 4 explains about your testing. The testing will be done at the ITC, which is the Instructional Testing Center, but it will be done on tablets, and that way they can get it to me electronically. So you will take these on a tablet. If you had online Calculus 1, then you're used to that. If you haven't done, this is a little assignment that kind of helps you be familiar. If you're really nervous, you can actually make an appointment and go to the testing center and try out a tablet ahead of time. But you will take your 2 midterms and your final on these tablets at the Instructional Testing Center. Then once you're done with the orientation, you can look at the course information. Now I click next to get there, but the other way you can get there is from the menu. Course information is the next one over here after the orientation. So I'll let you read through the vital information for course survival. This is the syllabus and the schedule. The syllabus is pretty extensive and explains how everything works. So you definitely want to download that and have a look, because it will tell you how things are going to be graded, how things are going to be weighted, how to contact me, what book you need, which is all in Canvas. It's an open educational resource. It talks about calculators, it talks about due dates, it lets you know when your midterms and your final are, and information about them. It explains how the homework works, and the discussion board, and the exams, and it's just all the information that you need. So it's worth reading through that so that you understand how the course is going to work. Okay, then after you've looked through the syllabus, I would take the schedule and I would print the schedule out and put it somewhere for reference, because there is something due all of the time. Canvas will help you remember due dates, but the things it will not help you remember are responses to discussion posts. You are to post a discussion post, and once you post that, then you'll be able to see other posts in your group. To get full points for your discussions, you need to respond to at least 2, and that should be this next day. So these are in red because they're not to be done late. I don't take them late because it messes up the other class members if nobody's posted, and a chance for them to respond, the ones that are keeping up. So you need to make these on time. Other things, if they're late, it's a 10% per day late fee. If you're within a day or so, I'm often not too picky about that, but I'm picky on the discussion post because that messes up others. So make sure that you get those in on time. There won't be a Canvas reminder to make your responses. All the others, there will be an assignment, so it'll remind you of when the due dates are. Okay, after you've looked at the course information, there is another link here if you would like, that's a review of Calculus 1. And what I did was I took all the videos I've made for Calculus 1 and I've put them here. So if you're working along in Calc 2, we're just going to pick up and cover 6.2. We covered up through 6.1, which was areas between curves. Now we're going to move on to 6.2, and it assumes you remember this stuff because we need it for this course. And so if you find you're rusty on something, I've just put these all here for reference. So let's say you're doing something in Calculus 2 and you need to use L'Hopital's rule, and you go, oh, I like that, but it's been a long time, I can't remember. So you could go down through here, and these are kind of in the order that you learned them, and you could find L'Hopital's rule. And here we've got indeterminate forms and L'Hopital's rule and some examples. So everything from Calc 1 video-wise that I've made is there for your reference. Okay, so then after you get through those things, you're ready to work on our problems. There's 14 problem modules that go through and introduce a scenario of some way that you might use what you're going to be learning, and you'll make an analysis of those, and you'll post that on the discussion board and then respond to others, and then you'll move through and then you'll return and solve that, and the details for those are in the next video.